Hello, my name is M. Jerome Bell, and this is another installment of How to Create a Virtual Choir, a Step-by-Step Guide. Well, hello. In this video, we're going to talk about the basics of using Audacity. Now, if you have read my written blog, I talk about using Audacity to record your backing tracks for your students in your virtual choir project. Now, of course, you can use many other different programs or softwares, but Audacity is free and it is the one that I use, and it was the most simple for me. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Now again, one of the first things that you're going to want to do when opening up a new project is you want to have a click track in the background. Now of course, a click track is going to help you stay in tempo whenever you're recording, especially if you're doing your own piano part, or in this case, we're going to do sort of a 3-voice a cappella part, and we want to make sure that we know when to come in. So even if you think you don't need a metronome to play, that's fine, but it's always good to even see or know that it's there so you know when to come in. And so the way that you will add this metronome track is you're going to go to generate, and then you're going to go to rhythm track. Okay, now you can adjust the BPM here. We're going to have it at 92 for now. And because of the song that I'm going to use for this demonstration, I'm going to use this Star Spangled Banner, our national anthem. So I'm going to have this in 3. Okay, so it's 3 beats per measure. And then because my excerpt is going to be short, I'm going to have 10 bars for it to click. Now you can change all of these things. You can even change what it sounds like if you want a cowbell. I personally like the metronome tick because it reminds me of the old-fashioned metronome. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And so now I have it. So if I were to play it, that's what it sounds like. And it puts emphasis on each one. Okay, so now we're going to try recording. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to go to tracks. Okay, and we're going to go to add new, and we're going to add stereo track. You want to make sure it's highlighted. Now, when I press record, it's going to record whatever I say or sing depending on whatever your mic setup is. Right now, I'm just using the mic on my laptop. Usually I use more closer to a studio mic, but for right now we're going to use the mic on my laptop. Now again, once I hit record, I'm going to record my first part of the track. I'm going to call this part 1, and this is what it's going to sound like. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light was so glad. Okay. Apparently I don't know the words, but that's okay. That's enough for now. And so if I were to play it back, it would play what I record. Oh, say can you see? Now I want to add a second part. So say if your choir has multi-parts, again, you're going to do the same process. You're going to go to track, you're going to add layer, and you're going to add stereo track there. Again, make sure it's highlight, and then you're going to press record. Keep in mind that once you press record, it's going to record whatever you say. And so you want to be quiet in these beginning parts here, and then ready to come in on that pickup. So now I'm going to record the second part. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light was so proud. Okay, and so again, notice this time I heard what I did the first time, and that helped me as I recorded the second. Now I'm going to add one more track. So again, add new stereo track. I'm going to do an alto inspired part here, and you're going to see why when I record it. But again, same process. I'm going to press record and then record my third voice. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light was so proud. Okay, and we're going to stop there. Okay, so now if I were to play back, it will have all 3 parts. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light Again, that's not something that, we would want to put online, but, you know, that is how you do that here. Now, you can take these, each individual track and you can adjust the volume. So say, for example, I wanted my alto inspired part. I thought it was too loud. I can see that when I play it back, it's not going to be as loud. Oh, say can you see? Or if I want it to be loud, I can, move it up loud, and this is what it would sound like. Oh, say can. Of course, that was really loud, but you get the idea. Okay, so that's how you record your tracks. Now, I mentioned something in my written blog about noise reduction. I will show that quickly. In case you're using a certain setup and there's background noise, what you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to highlight a part where you're not singing. Okay, and we're going to, so again, I highlighted that part by dragging it and highlighting it. And you want to go to generate, you want to go to effects, and then you want to go to noise reduction. Okay, and here you're going to get a noise profile. So you're going to do that. So now, when you want to apply the noise reduction to the whole thing, you're going to want to do Control A or Command A, depending on if you're Mac or PC. Go to noise reduction, and then it's going to have a certain automatic setup. You can press OK, and it's going to reduce the background noise. Okay, another thing that you might want to do, and again, there's a whole bunch of things here, where you can add reverb, or you can add echo or distortion. But another one here is bass and treble, and again, you can play around if you want more bass or if you want more treble in your sound. Next thing I will show you is you can turn certain tracks off. And this is really going to be helpful when we are exporting these to MP3 files. Okay, so again, say for example, I just wanted the top track. Okay, oh, say can you see? It just played that. Now, if I wanted to add the second track there, oh, say can you see? Okay, and notice that it has solo there. So if I wanted the top two tracks, I have to make sure I unmute. And again, you can clearly see when it's activated or when it's muted. So again, if I were to play this again, you would hear both tracks. Oh, say can you see? Okay, so that's the basics of recording. Now, how to save. Okay, you're gonna go to Save Project. And again, this just lets you know that this does not make it into an MP3. It saves the project. So in case you want to, close your program and save for later. So I'm going to write, this is a test for a video. Okay. And it saves it. So again, if I were to close down the program, I can look for this is a test for video, open it back up again. Now, when it comes to exporting, okay, and so when you export an MP3, one of the cool things about this is, again, if it's activated, so if you see the blue there, it's going to export that. If it's not activated, it won't export that. So for example, you most likely aren't going to want the clicking track to export to the MP3 because you were just using that for your recording. So right now I have just these three voices. And so this is what you're going to do. You're going to go to export. You're going to export as MP3. And then you want to make sure that you put it in a place that you can remember where it goes and try to be pretty organized. So right now I'm going to look for, let's see here, I'm going to do test for videos. Okay, so again, I have that folder there and I can save it here, and we're going to say test for videos, all voices. Okay, boom, it's going to export as an MP3. Takes a few seconds, and then again, when you go to look in that folder, there it is. And so if I were to play that, this is what it would sound like. Oh, say can you see? Hey, notice it has all three voices there. Now, if you only wanted one voice, which is helpful and, an option I provide for my students, especially for my high school choir, is I would do it. Each voice has its separate part, so a student can listen to their own voice part. And so I can put this top voice here as a solo, and then when I go to export it as an MP3, it will just export that part. So I'm going to type soprano. Again, press OK. It's going to export it. Again, when I go look, there is our soprano part. And then when I play it, it is just going to be that one voice. Can you see by the dawn? So notice it was just the one voice. And so you can do this a different combination of ways. You can do one voice, you can do all voices, you can do two voices. And that's the neat thing about using this free software in Audacity, is that you can really do a couple of different things there. Okay, so that's basically what I'm going to show you guys for today. That's the basics of using Audacity. It's a pretty easy to use program, and you know, whatever you want to do with it, there's a lot of tutorials online. There's a lot of videos online. Audacity has a good help section, so you can look at those things as well. I just thought I would show you the basic things for this project and just knowing how to navigate it. So I hope that works out for you, and good luck in your future virtual choir project.